Hello, everyone. I'm Priyanka, Content Manager from the Legion app.
Hi, I'm Waseem. I'm the CTO and co-founder at Legion.
Okay, and we are here to discuss about an interesting topic that is conversion rate optimization or CRO. In this video, we will talk about what is conversion rate optimization, how we started this journey, and how it can help a typical business, an agency, or a SaaS business owners to grow their business. And we'll also talk about Wasim's journey in this CRO checklist that he created over the years with his experience. So stay tuned and let's start the video. So
Cool.
Wasim, tell me first, let's first introduce us to the concept of what is a CRO, what is a conversion rate optimization.
So conversion rate optimization is more of let's say, mindset where you look at a website or some kind of, let's say, interface and try to improve it in order for it to get better results. The whole concept of CRO is typically that you don't want to change your, let's say, if you're running a campaign, if you're running ads, you don't want to change your ad spend, but you want to improve your, let's say, your website or landing page in order to get better results from your ad spend. And the whole premise is based on a goal. So, for example, if you are running a SaaS business, then people who want to sign up to the SaaS tool, that's the goal of the, let's say, of the website, and you want to improve that goal. And if, for example, it's a lead gen site where people fill out a form, then the whole goal is to, again, improve the conversion rate of people filling out the form. So it's that mindset where you make, I would say, not substantial, but at least like some significant changes to your website or landing page to get better results. And it's a iterative process. It's not something which you just do one off. It's you keep on doing it until you see better results.
That's great. Thank you for that knowledge. Going back a little bit, could you please, share a little bit about your journey, about how you started this, and what made you create a customized checklist of your own that you have shared with your, you know, partners or your clients, and how they have improved their businesses with your checklist.
Sure. So over the years, so basically going back to probably like 2014, 2015, we did a lot of websites for different brands. And over the years, we've done a lot of landing pages as well. And I've realized that there are certain times where our clients, they did have something initially. For example, they have a website or a landing page, but it didn't used to perform. And there were two ways of making that work. Either we like scratch that and start again, or we iteratively improve something on that website or landing page. And it depends on, like, obviously the budget, it depends on the timing, it depends on how important it is. But typically, there were certain things which I realized clients were missing out over and over again. And those things could be low hanging fruit, which was easy to fix without too much of, let's say, cost of development. And those little, let's say, low hanging fruit items could be listed, and then we could apply the knowledge to brands. And over time, I created like almost like a swipe file of my own, understanding of like these little gems, and I put them separate to what we used to offer, and it became like a knowledge base. And until recently, I realized this has become so big that I can actually offer this as a checklist. And
Yeah.
this is where the idea of the checklist came. So we started putting all these ideas together and started breaking down those ideas into different categories and also giving them some kind of priority. So, for example, if you change one item, this has a high priority over something else, which could be a low
Mhm.
priority, but also the effort required. So, for example, if you change, let's say, the color of the button, or if you change the shape of something, it's a tiny effort versus adding a new section on your website or adding something big or adding a video, because that would take more effort. So the idea was converting this swipe file into a knowledge base which was easy to use, by anyone.
Okay. So, can you also like help us know that how does impact and cost evaluation in the checklist help in prioritizing tasks?
Right. So in the checklist, you will find these two columns. One is the priority column, and the other one is the cost. So as I mentioned, there could be certain items which are big, so we classify them as more expensive, and there are certain items which are easy to do, which we categorize as low cost. So what we do is we sort this list by priority, which is like low and high, and then also sort it out by cost if it's low and expensive. So by sorting these two columns out, you will get the low hanging fruit, because then you will know exactly these are the little items I should be fixing on my website or on my landing page first before I look at the big rocks. So this sheet helps you achieve that, because typically what happens, businesses don't understand or know where should they start. It's such a
Yeah,
big thing
yeah,
where how would you start doing CRO when there's a huge website and you don't know exactly where to start? So this sheet will help you at least have a kickstart in your process, and will give you like a guideline of some of the
yeah,
items you should be looking at first.
yeah. Okay, that's nice. Also, say suppose there are many business owners that are not from technical background. So how can they make most of it? How can make they make the most out of this checklist?
That's a good question. I have worked with businesses who usually buy this checklist and then they give it out to their web developers or somebody in their web marketing team, and then they liaise with other freelancers or in-house teams. I see this as almost um, like an item which you pass around the team. So if you have a marketing manager, they would take care of it. If you have a web developer, they can take care of it. So it's an item which is easy to understand by people who have some technical knowledge, but I wouldn't worry too much about it, because it's something which you can easily delegate and assign to other team members.
Like for all those people, how would they do without this checklist? Like what is like when how I mean if they're missing out on this checklist, what is
Yeah.
that they are missing out?
I think the reality is you can obviously do all of this, but it will take you more time and effort. It has taken us 10 years to get to a point where we understand what are the common things which people have missed out on their websites and landing pages. It's based on experience, it's based on all the learning which we have in the industry. We have looked at thousands of websites, worked on thousands of landing pages. So all that knowledge has now distilled into this sheet. You can obviously achieve that, but it will take you far longer, and you won't probably get the same quality and time at the end of the day. You will have a sheet with like hundreds of items which you can test against your website, and you can start running this sheet tomorrow, or today. Whereas if
Yeah,
you were to do it on yourself, it will take you far longer, but also you won't know where to start as well, as I mentioned.
yeah, that's right. Definitely, quality is utmost importance. And one more thing I would like to know, like, what is like, how can it help a typical agency or service or SaaS business? Like, who would benefit the most out of this checklist?
I would say definitely a SaaS business owner or like a business manager. They can run
Mhm.
it on their website, and also other agencies. For example, if like an agency like us, I run another agency where we do run this checklist on our clients' websites. So it does help us have a kickstart, and then any kind of B2B website as well who offer some kind of consulting service, they can also benefit from the checklist.
Okay. So can you like just share a bit about what is there in our checklist and how people can just contact us to get this checklist for themselves, for their business?
Sure. So we will put a link on this in the video here, and it will redirect to like a sales page where you can read more about the features and the benefits. But there will be also like a checkout mechanism where you can download the checklist. It's actually a Google Sheet, so all you have to do is make a copy of it, and then it's yours, and you can run it.
Okay, I think that was quite an insightful and knowledgeful session. And I hope people get to learn about conversion rate optimization, the CRO checklist, and how important it is and how beautifully it can benefit their business. So, yeah, thank you for your time, Waseem.
Thanks so much, Priyanka, and good luck, everyone.